we're all wanting to change something. And the parts of us that often run in our consciousness most of the day, they have different agendas. The part that feels anxious is going to be different than another part. Parts that love to be in control schedule-wise. Part that likes to have the to-do list. The doer, the achiever. We have a judge, a critic. And they all have different intentions and they're all trying to help. And what's interesting is the change we are so desiring to experience. While we'll experience it in an instant, because the moment we shift from one part to another, and especially into true self. In true self, we feel anything is possible. True self, we are at ease. There's peace. There's more calm. There isn't an agenda. There's, oh, wow, what will inspire me next? Gosh, I wonder what I'll get to experience. And letting inspiration pop in instead of searching or researching or having a goal and outcome that a part is very attached to, that's going to determine our actions that we take throughout most of our day. And these parts that have the agendas, they are trying to help. They're trying to protect us from pain. And they're trying to help us avoid pitfalls. And it's all related to past. They don't know anything about the future. They are expecting that things are going to continue as they have in the past. So when it comes to big changes, it's much more challenging, sometimes impossible, for the parts to grasp that change is possible. Because for change to happen, we need to access something beyond what our programming already is. Which means we can't draw from the beliefs of the parts that have the doubt, for example, or a part that might have had a positive outcome and it wants to recreate that. It can get very attached to that, but maybe that outcome doesn't come through the next time. So then we're left stuck going, well, this doesn't make any sense, because the parts are trying to be logical, rational, like there's like a formula. That might work for a while. And I've noticed in the coaching space, advice and all that I have benefited from too, so I'm not criticizing it as I say this, there are ideas for what has worked for people. And then they're selling those ideas going, oh, we'll just do it like this. This is what worked for me. And I know for me, I would go, oh yeah, great. That's the answer. Go do it. Might help, might not help at all. And so I would have that on repeat. And so what I finally figured out was there's no one right solution, first of all. And if I'm not accessing my higher wisdom, my true self, that totally has my best intentions for my highest good, and it also might be kind of uncomfortable, because often it means expanding out of our comfort zone. But usually our parts are like, nope, we'll take this route. It's safe. It's predictable. It worked. I know what to expect. Otherwise we often won't take any action. So I'm not speaking to take big, bold steps. There's a time and a place for that. Taking big leaps, trusting that you'll, be caught by the beautiful net of the universe, or whatever you want to call it, or your higher self. The piece about change, there's a part of you that wants the change. There's other parts that don't. And if we don't make friends and get things working with our parts, they'll sabotage our efforts sometimes. So if that's happening to you, see how this fits as a possible truth for you. There's no steps here. These are considerations for a different way to see things. And what's amazing about a shift in perspective, when there's a part, and especially true self, I just know when there's truth being spoken to me by how it feels. And the truth has, this type of truth for me and many others and my clients as well, are in the knowing at the heart level. You just know. It's beyond thought, beyond reason, beyond logic. You just know. So I hope that this has been helpful. I wanted to make a quick video about that. Some really inspired things have been coming up for me about these struggles we have with our doubt. Can feel like we're getting in our own way, which we kind of are, but we have the power to go beyond these patterns, these habits, the automatic pilot. But it's not with force. And it's not with like taking control. It's more with openness and curiosity and love for the parts that are trying to help us. We need the part that's the doer. We need the parts that are structured. I would say even our judgmental part serves us. It just gets on high gear sometimes. Our parts have the ability to turn down the dial. When we really connect with them and ask them questions, they actually don't want to keep doing things the way they do it, but they can't let go because they don't feel that things will get done or there'll be some negative consequences for our system, our body, our well-being. And so working together, led by True Self. True Self is an amazing essence. If you haven't experienced it, I have some videos that guide you there. And if you struggle because you're in overwhelm and that nervous system activation a lot, it can help to have a guide. Feel free to reach out. You can schedule sessions with me. I'll be putting together some packages and a toolkit. And that all does come with all of the work I do with clients. There's a toolkit of resources that really helps us begin to tune in to our body, to what we're feeling, facing our thoughts, facing all these doubts that we're so wanting to drown out throughout our day. So thank you so much. Feel free to leave questions and comments and subscribe to my channel if you feel so called, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.